In news from Afghanistan, Afghanistan's economy has continued to deteriorate with inflation for basic household goods reaching nearly 42% in January compared to the year earlier period, according to the World Bank. 6 months since the Taliban came to power in Kabul in August last year, residents of the capital remain uncertain about their future.
6 months since the Taliban came to power in Afghanistan, Kabul residents remain uncertain about the future, citing lack of jobs, assets that remain frozen, as well as an increase in hunger and poverty. On Tuesday, the streets of Kabul bustled with crowds and stalls set up by vendors, marking exactly 6 months since Taliban seized power.
تفاوتی که 6 ماهی که امارت اسلامی آمده کار باری ترا نیست دیگه هم اگه چیز فراوان است ولی کار نیست سابقه 6 ماه پیش از 6 ماه کار بار بود همه مردم کار بود از هر چیز بود حال یک کمک کنه کار بار مردم بیادر هر چیز فقر گشنگی و ترا زیادتر شده
The central bank funds have been frozen since the Taliban took over the country as foreign forces withdrew in August. The frozen funding combined with sanctions and a drop-off in development funding have sent the country's economy into free fall, unleashing a humanitarian crisis.
آینده رو ما پیش بینی عالی که پیش بینی میکنیم گفتم که امارت اسلامی را اگر به رسمیت بشناسه پول ما آزاد شود خوب پیش بینی میکنیم اگر نه که نشناسه امارت اسلامی را اگر پول ما آزاد نشود ما آینده را در بدری فکر میکنیم.
Last week, Afghanistan's central bank criticized Washington's plan to use half of the bank's $7 billion in frozen assets on U.S. soil for humanitarian aid and set aside the rest to possibly satisfy lawsuits over the September 11, 2001 attacks. The Taliban warned it would reconsider its policy towards the U.S. if President Biden did not reverse his decision to return only half the amount. Meanwhile, the Islamic Emirate delegation led by acting Foreign Minister Maulvi Amir Khan Muttaqi held talks with European Union's representatives in Doha on Tuesday and discussed Afghanistan's requirements as well as humanitarian, health and education situation, according to Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The EU representative showed readiness to increase humanitarian aid as well as health and education assistance to Afghanistan. The Islamic Emirate delegation also held talks with Qatari officials from several civil service and education institutions. According to political analysts, Qatar is one of the countries that wants to play a mediating role between the Taliban government and the world in an effort that is more focused on bilateral interaction.